So did you hear about the artist that was making bronze cast based on people's craniums? They're quite the sculptures.
So this guy goes to the pet store and he goes in and he talks to the owner of the pet store and he goes, "Look, I'm looking for a new pet, but not just any pet. I don't even care what it is. All I want is this pet to be unique, unusual, really cool. Basically, something that's going to wow my friends when they come over." And the owner says, "Well, I have a bird by the name of Chet that sings Christmas carols." And the guy's like, "Oh, that's perfect. Show him to me. Show him to me." So they go over to the cage, and as you know, the owner says, "Well, this is him. This is Chet, and he sings Christmas carols." Now, the way he does it is a little unusual. You take a match and you light it, and you stick it under Chet's foot, and as long as the match is under his foot and burning, he will sing a Christmas carol. And obviously, if you put it under the other foot, he sings a different Christmas carol. And the guy's like, "Oh, that is perfect. I mean, the Christmas carols and the match. I mean, my friends are going to love this." He's like, "I'll take him. I'll take him. Wrap him up." So he buys the bird, he takes it home, he sets up the cage, and he gets it all set up. And he's like, he's just so excited to try this. He's like, he's got the matches out, he lights up a match, and he sticks it under Chet's foot, and Chet starts singing, "I'm dreaming of a white Christmas," until the match burns out and he stops singing. And the guy's like, "Oh, this is so cool, this is so cool." So he lights up another match, and he sticks it under Chet's other foot, and Chet sings, jingle bells, jingle all the way," until the match burns out and he stops singing. Well, the guy starts thinking, he's like, "Wait a minute, I got jingle bells, I got white Christmas. What if I put the match between his feet?" So he lights up another match, he puts it between Chet's feet, and the bird sings, "Chestnuts roasting on an open fire." So this guy calls an insurance company, and he's got him on the phone. He says, can I insure my house?" And the insurance agent says, "Oh, yeah, sure, we can do that, no problem." And the guy's on the phone and says, "Yeah, but can I do it over the phone?" "Oh, no, we'd have to send somebody out to the house for that." And the guy says, "Well, you might want to hurry, it's on fire." So two friends that are baseball fans are debating whether there's baseball in heaven. And they come to the conclusion that whoever dies first will let the other one know whether there's baseball in heaven or not. Well, time passes and one of them dies. And a couple weeks later, the one remaining, Joe, hears a voice from the clouds going, "Joe, Joe, I have good news and bad news." "Well, what's the good news?" "The good news is there's baseball in heaven." "Great! What's the bad news?" "You're pitching on Friday."
Hey TikTokers, Doug here. Today is December 11th, and I've not been on this app for very long, and I've already got 921 fans, and this is just amazing. This morning, I only had 900 when I first woke up, and I got 21. It's just crazy. And over 14,800 hearts. Thank you. Thank you. This is just amazing. As I understand it, with this app, once we hit 1,000 fans, we can go live. My question to you is, should I go live? And if I should, or if I do, how does this all work? What do we do? Do we just go online and hang out? What do we talk about? I need some suggestions, some input from you. So I'd love to read your comments. Should I go live? And if we do go live, what do we talk about? I'd love to hear your thoughts. And thanks for following me. You guys are awesome. Hey TikTokers, Doug here. Yesterday, about 24 hours ago, I was at a little over 900 fans, and today I'm over 2,600. You guys have tripled my fan base, and I'm amazed. And all I did was say I was thinking about going live, and blew past that like crazy. Last night I thought I'd go online, just live, just to see how it worked out, and maybe just stay on for a few minutes. On for 2 hours, and had a blast, and just had a great time. One of you was giving me pandas last night. If you could maybe comment on this, maybe with the word just panda, I'll know who you are. I just wanted to say a special thanks to you. Had a great time, guys. I don't know what you were doing as far as sharing or how this app works, but you guys just increased my fan base immensely. My question is, how soon can we hit 5,000? Take care, guys.
So two kids are ice fishing, And the first kid, he puts his line in the hole and he immediately pulls out a fish, and puts his line in and pulls out a fish. And the second kid, he puts his line in the hole and he's just sitting there. He's not getting anything. And the first kid, he pulls out a fish and he pulls out a fish. And the second kid, he's sitting there and they're fishing out of the same hole. He's not getting nothing, not even a nibble. And first kid, he's pulling out a fish, and the second kid, he's sitting there not even getting nothing. And he's watching the first kid, and the first kid's pile of fish is getting bigger and bigger, and he's watching. He just drops his pole on the ice and says, "Man, I can't stand it. What is your secret?" And the first kid says, "Mitten, mitten, mitten, murph." And the second kid goes, "What?" And the first kid says, "Mitten, mitten, mitten, murph." And the second kid's like, "Dude, I can't understand what you're saying." And the first kid goes, "Puh, you got to keep the worms warm." The 12 Days of Christmas Movies You Didn't Know Were Christmas Movies. Number 12, Gremlins, filmed in 1984. Cast, probably most of you have never heard of, except for maybe Howie Mandel. Howie Mandel did the voice of Gizmo. Also notable is Michael Winslow. He was my personal favorite of the Police Academy movies. He's the guy that did all the crazy sound effects. He was also seen in Spaceballs, the radar operator. It's not the only thing he's lost. Also, if you're a fan of Back to the Future, when you watch the movie, you may notice something very familiar. The town square is part of the Universal Studios backlot. Both movies were filmed at Universal, and so the town square is the same. This is a perfect movie for between Halloween and Christmas. It's just scary enough for Halloween, but it also takes place during Christmas, so check out Gremlins. I hate weddings. The old people are always elbowing me going, "You're next." Of course, I do the same thing to them at funerals. I want to say a special shout out to loser_Ava. She sent that one to me. I'll link to her in the description. The 12 Days of Christmas Movies You Didn't Know Were Christmas Movies. Number 11, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, released in 2005, rated R, so your parents will like it. You probably won't get a chance to watch it. It stars Robert Downey Jr., a.k.a. Iron Man, and Val Kilmer. It's a murder mystery comedy. It's actually pretty good. It actually has very little to do with Christmas at all. The opening scene has a toy store being robbed for a Christmas gift. The term Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, apparently back in the 60s in Europe and Japan, the phrase was used for slang for spy movies like James Bond. Anyway, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Enjoy.